Hey, glad to be with you, friends. Gilbert Corsi here in the United World headquarters for this week's edition of Championship Wrestling. You know, week after week, we're continuing to introduce new stars through our new partnerships with Booker T's Reality of Wrestling in Houston and the Georgia-based Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling, brought to you by the Dusty Rhodes Foundation. And with that, we have some great action in store this week, including, get this, a six-way women's matchup for the interim ROW Diamonds Championship. That one's going to be spectacular. Also from Reality of Wrestling, Max Castellanos taking on Ryan Davidson in this hour. And from TCW, Brady Booker is squaring off against Elijah Drago. Like I said, much in store this week. And that's enough from here. Let's get to the ring.
Hailing from Stone Mountain, Luke Sampson and Trevor Blackwell, they are the East Coast Outlaws!
Well, it's time to talk about the Nightmare Factory Tag Team Championships. We're going to crown brand new champions here at Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling. And one of the contenders would be the East Coast Outlaws. Luke Sampson, Trevor Blackwell. Both of these guys have worked in the Nightmare Factory for quite some time. And, you know, you think about it, the Nightmare Factory, one of the leading schools, of course, and a great sponsor here at Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling. And so what an honor it is to be here to crown the first ever Nightmare Factory Tag Team Champions.
And their opponents, hailing from Paradise, Nikki 8 and Tommy Mars, the Superstars!
The Superstars challenging for the Nightmare Factory Tag Team titles here. Nikki 8, Tommy Mars. Boy, I tell you what, this one's going to be a good one. Here they are, ready to rock and roll, and this crowd coming alive for the Superstars.
Absolutely, we've seen the Superstars before, certainly in several student showcases, but here they are now. They have now put things together for what is arguably the most important match of their career, to have the opportunity to be the tag team champions of the Nightmare Factory. And think about this, so many people want the opportunity to come and train at the Nightmare Factory, the benefits that come from that. Now, can you imagine who gets to call themselves the tag team champions and what that does for everybody who makes their way to the Nightmare Factory?
The Superstars, they call them drumming and strumming. As you can see, Tommy Mars there with the drumsticks, the guitar in the hands of Nikki 8. This is going to be a fun one for the Nightmare Factory Tag Team Championship.
It is going to be a fun one, and when you're talking about the Superstars, they happen to know Luke Sampson very well, one of their trainers, and so you've got to think, this is one of those moments where the students would love nothing more than to teach the teachers.
First, for the East Coast Outlaws, Tommy Mars starting things out for the Superstars.
This is so intriguing. You got to think about how intimidating is it to get in the ring with your teacher, with your trainer. I mean, you've had to respect him the entire time you were there. And whoever ends up being your teacher or trainer gets great respect, but the teacher goes out, and now his partner, Trevor Blackwell, comes in.
Already playing mind games is Luke Sampson as he tags in Trevor Blackwell, collar and elbow tie-up. Blackwell, Tommy Mars, center of the ring. Mars looking for some early wrist control, tags in Nikki 8 now. Nikki 8 makes his way in. Some tag team work here from the Superstars. Double hit cross to Blackwell, who landed hard right in the spine. Right in the center of the ring. Look at this unique offense.
Very unique. Oh. Nicely done there.
Penitent here.
Nikki 8 gets a count of 1. Trevor Blackwell quickly goes back to the corner, and now in comes Luke Sampson, the teacher. And you got to wonder how Nikki 8 will respond.
Luke Sampson tried to sucker him in with a handshake. Nikki 8 too smart. Instead, Sampson ate that fist from Mars on the outside, and now Nikki 8 going to work on that left arm. You know, the BFD, Luke Sampson.
One of the challenges that the Superstars have is when it comes to a size disadvantage in comparison to their trainer there, Luke Sampson.
Oh, look on the ring apron there with the referee distracted. Trevor Blackwell trying to run interference.
Well, I'll tell you, that's probably part of this that the Superstars did not prepare for, and that is the trickery that goes along with these East Coast Outlaws.
Blackwell now just relentless on the outside, sending Nikki 8 face first into the apron, gonna roll him back in now.
and the East Coast Outlaws, who have been collecting tag team gold all throughout the Southeast, would love nothing more than to win and become the inaugural Nightmare Factory Tag Team Champions.
Vicious neck breaker there from Luke Sampson. Hooks the leg for the tag team titles. Our first of 3 championship matches here tonight, GB.
What a special night this is. We're crowning 3 new champions here as part of this tag team moment. This is fantastic. And now to the top, it's Blackwell coming down with a double axe handle.
Right to the forehead of Nikki 8. Nikki 8 pin attempt here for the titles. Not going to be enough, just a 2 count. And again, Nikki 8 needs to make a tag there to Mars on the outside.
He certainly does. Meanwhile, Trevor Blackwell there, just putting the boots there to Nikki 8. And again, talk about crushing dreams. That's exactly what the East Coast Outlaws want to do here tonight. Crush the dreams of the superstars.
What a suplex there from Blackwell. And that's what I said. We talked to Luke Sampson before the show. And, you know, he's been the coach there for quite a while at the Nightmare Factory. He doesn't care about these guys winning titles.
Certainly
he's here to crush dreams. He wants to win the Nightmare Factory tag titles.
Absolutely. You know, there's a brand new special on Netflix called The Greatest Night in Pop. It talks about We Are the World, one of the most important nights in all of music. And the superstars would like to make tonight the greatest night in pop by winning the Nightmare Factory Tag Team Championships, but they've got to be able to make this tag and get past, and here we go. That's part of the thing that needs to happen for Nikki 8 to make it over to his corner.
Absolutely. As it backfired there for Sampson. You see Blackwell right there on the ring apron reaching for a tag, but Nikki 8 a long way from his corner. Mars is reaching for a tag as well. Who can get the advantage here? Sampson tags in Blackwell.
And meanwhile, this is what the East Coast Outlaws do. They've been doing this tag team thing for several years now, so they know how to cut the opponent off and do all of these things.
Blackwell now just tags in his partner, Luke Sampson. Luke Sampson with a big boot right to the gut of Nikki 8.
Luke Sampson now choking Nikki 8, and they are really kind of trying to take the heart away from Nikki 8, as Nikki 8 has yet to be able to make this tag. And meanwhile, the referee is distracted right now.
And with the ref distracted, East Coast Outlaws just going to town in the corner on Nikki 8. Nikki 8 in a world of trouble here.
Big tag there, and they made sure that the referee could see that, so that there's no confusion for what's happening here with the East Coast Outlaws.
Blackwell going to send Nikki 8 in. No reversal by Nikki 8. DDT. He just stuck Blackwell center of the ring.
Can 8 get over to his partner and make this all-important tag?
Mars itching for a tag on the corner. Desperately trying to get in, but here comes the big man, Luke Sampson, with a big elbow right to the back of Nikki 8.
And that big elbow took everything out of Nikki 8. Nikki 8 was really trying to get all the power that he could to get over to his tag team partner, but that's not to be as of yet.
Both men back up to a vertical base. You see Nikki 8 with a right hand to the gut. Some body shots there, trying to break loose, trying to create some separation. Nothing doing so far.
Nikki 8 is so close to his team. Close to his corner, but yet so far.
Well, how about this? Looking for DDT on the big man. And he's able to plant him. Luke Sampson is down. Can Nikki 8 make it to his corner? Can they take advantage?
That is the massive question here. Will he make it over and make this all-important tag? Remember, the Nightmare Factory Tag Team Championships are up for grabs. An opportunity to make history here. And he makes the tag.
Here comes Tommy Mars, the Drummond of Drummond and Strummin'. Clotheslines to both members of East Coast Outlaws. Another shot to the big man on the outside. A shot right to the heart of Trevor Blackwell. Huge back body drop, nearly sent him out of the ring.
Tommy Mars treating Trevor Blackwell like a pair of Zildjian cymbals, hoping to drum all night long on his way to the tag team titles.
Crowd firmly behind the superstars here as Blackwell gets planted. Pin attempt here for the titles, not going to be enough. Blackwell able to kick out at 2.
And you've got to think now is where Tommy Mars has to really pull down deep. Now he's calling for a tag team move. I don't know if this is too early, given all that just happened there to Nikki 8.
Yeah, Nikki 8 going up top. But he gets caught there by Blackwell, and now he just got crushed on that top rope. But Blackwell now gets caught.
Look at this unique maneuver.
Oh, he just got planted with that crucifix into a flatliner. What a move there from Mars.
But look at the veteran instincts there of Blackwell, who slipped outside of the ring so that there couldn't be an immediate pin.
Mars going to bring in Blackwell the hard way, but it backfired.
The referee didn't see that.
Wow.
Blackwell pulled the feet.
The East Coast Outlaws.
And your
Unbelievable.
first Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the East Coast Outlaws!
Yeah, you're right, GB. We saw Luke Sampson grab the feet of Tommy Mars, allowing his tag team partner Blackwell to make the pin. And these guys just pulled off a heist here at our very first show here at the relaunch of TCW. We've got new Nightmare Factory Tag Team Champions.
How'd it happen?
She showed up dead on arrival.
This never gets easier.
It does when you call Car Shield before your car breaks down. Look at these prices. The camshaft, transmission, engine.
Don't people know? A plan through Car Shield could protect up to 5,000 parts and systems.
You hate to see it.
An out-of-warranty car is gonna break down eventually.
Right, which is why they need a plan through Car Shield. Those expensive repair bills get paid and at the mechanic of their choice. They're notifying the family.
Poor guy, he doesn't even know what's coming.
Another victim of senselessly expensive repair bills. Can't save them all.
But we can keep trying. Didn't have to end this way. If he'd have just called Car Shield before his car broke down.
Exactly.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in cost for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantee. Call Car Shield now. Call 800-465-6312.
Quick crack. Wash all you want. Don't drive dirty.
There comes Max Castellanos wielding the chair like only he can. Max Castellanos, of course, a former Reality of Wrestling Texas champion, looking to try to recapture that championship here tonight, looking in great shape. And look at him. Castellanos has been touring, putting his talents on display all around the nation, including all around the great state of Texas. He's got a big challenger here this evening on the Reality Wrestling in our main event. In the Walker, Texas Lawyer Arena for the final boss, the first ever Grand Slam champion, finally back from the land of the rising sun. After a successful stint with All Japan, the final boss touches down in the Walker, Texas Lawyer Arena. You see the patches on the back. You see where this man has gone. Not only all across the United States, but to the great white north of Canada and beyond to Japan. He is an all-pro wrestler, and he is all-champion here at the Reality of Wrestling. This is a massive main event. That adjective cannot be overstated. Former champion versus current champion, of course, Ryan Davidson, the first ever Grand Slam champion in Reality of Wrestling history, winning the Road title the Last Stand Rumble. We go to Chris Russo for our opening introduction.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Texas Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Mexico City, Mexico, El Chingón de Texas, Max Castellanos. And his opponent from Bel Air, Texas, making his return from All Japan Pro Wrestling. He is the reigning, defending Texas champion, Grizzled Ryan Davidson.
Ruthless, the bear, the final boss, a grizzled vet, a Grand Slam champion, so many ways to describe the cornerstone of reality of wrestling, Ryan Davidson. And trust me, he lives up to every moniker, as our senior official has that Texas championship displayed proudly in our main event. We want to thank you if you're watching us on our YouTube channel, on the CW39 here in Houston, or one of our many television affiliates around the country. This is the flagship of Texas wrestling, and how we go, the collar and elbow tie-up. Ryan Davidson and Max Castellanos. Look at that, man. They are trying to see who is the stronger of the two bulls. Canceling each other out here in the early goings. Ryan Davidson getting back into a corner, finds his way out of it. The implications here also cannot be understated. Going into the last stand here in a few weeks, you want to be a champion. At that very event, Ryan Davidson did not come back from All Japan Pro Wrestling in his return match to lose the Texas Championship. But that's the exact thing Max Castellanos wants to have happen. Oh, Ryan had that boot scouted. Oh man, couple of uppercuts there. A chop to the chest. Irish whip into the corner, going for a reversal as Max Castellanos, but Ryan's right there with a big shoulder block. Look at the champ, man. I've heard of strong style, but this is Texas strong style, courtesy of Bel Air. Return the favor. Max Castellanos, that closed fist. RJ Bell needs to get closer, and look at that. It's a championship match. Sometimes you allow the rules to be a little bit looser like you do in playoff basketball. Want to make sure a championship is won. Calling for it. He's calling for it. Max Castellanos, look at that. Had it scouted. Knew that bear trap fist drop was coming. Wanted no parts of it. And now a guillotine on the top rope. Castellanos looking for a lariat, misses. Big boot connects to the chin. Tell you what, I've said in this very seat for over a decade, and the one person who's always performed in a big match situation is Ryan Davidson. But look at that, a backbreaker creating some space and some time for Max Castellanos. He's back to the vertical base, and now going to work on the middle of the back and the spine of Ryan Davidson.
How'd it happen?
She showed up dead on arrival.
This never gets easier.
It does when you call CarShield before your car breaks down. Look at these prices. The camshaft, transmission, engine.
Don't people know? A plan through CarShield could protect up to 5,000 parts and systems.
You hate to see it.
An out-of-warranty car is gonna break down eventually.
Right, which is why they need a plan through CarShield. Those expensive repair bills get paid and at the mechanic of their choice. They're notifying the family.
Poor guy. He doesn't even know what's coming.
Another victim of senselessly expensive repair bills. Can't save them all.
But we can keep trying. Didn't have to end this way. If he'd have just called CarShield before his car broke down.
Exactly.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in cost for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantee. Call CarShield now. Call 800-465-6312.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
trying to battle back. Big chop to the chest. Max up to the eye there. Referee calling for it. And again, you're going to be a little bit looser with the rules when it comes to a championship encounter. Now a rear chin lock applied. Ryan Davidson looking straight up at the lights, trying to figure out where he is in the ring. He brings his eyes closer. He sees he's close to that ring rope. Let him go for it there. Finds a way out of it. Oh, and look at that. Castellanos up and over. Max looking like he's in some real pain right here in front of us. Referee beginning the count. Here we are in the beautiful Walker, Texas Lawyer Arena. And that's Castellanos. Credit there, man. Credit there. That is a veteran maneuver. He baited Ryan Davidson to come out, and that was the result of it. And now on the offensive is Max Castellanos going right back to the back. Max Castellanos, not a man who likes to play around. He is not someone who's here for ha-ha. A stiff right hand. Ryan Davidson's having visions of Tokyo right now. That strong right hand, but now the grizzled vet. Oh! Using that as motivation, it looked like. Oh! Ryan back up to a vertical base, and is this bear about to growl? Exchanging shots here. Those forearms connecting flush with the jaw of Ryan Davidson, and a sidewalk slam to boot. Scoop and a slam. The champ's feeling it. The champ's feeling it, but a back elbow. These guys are going back and forth. Castellanos knows what it's like to win that championship. Ryan Davidson knows what it's like to lose a title. Neither man want to feel that feeling ever again. You do not want to know what it's like to lose. But the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat is going to be an apt descriptor at the conclusion of this main event. This week on the row, which man's going to get back up to a vertical base first? Whip, a lariat that follows. Oh, there's its twin. Bam! Back suplex for the bear. Oh no, little spinning protoplex. Calling for it. We saw him try to go for it earlier. Now he's going to return the bear. Trap, fist drop, going for the cover. 1, 2, and that is the first pinfall attempt of the entire match. We are several minutes into what's been just characterized as a fight here at the WTLA. Going for it, Davidson driver. Look, that back coming into play. We talked about that could be a possibility. That was Max's strategy. Big suplex. Big suplex buys some time. Can he capitalize? Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. That right shoulder got up. Max going for it again. 1, 2, and another kick out. Frustration setting in for the chairman. A little disagreement with the referee here. Referee asserting himself. He is the official. Wait a minute. Oh! And he gets his head nearly knocked off the shoulders. Castellanos here has a cover here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Castellanos, we would have had a new champion. The referee was down, but we would have had a new champion. And now the wrist tape looks to be coming off. Oh no. Oh no. Look at the look in his eyes. I know what he's thinking. And he's got the chair. He's got the chair. Not this way. Oh. Ryan Davidson said, hell no. On the chair, cover 1, 2, 3, and still. As we march forward to the last stand here in our main event at the Walker, Texas Lawyer Arena, Ryan Davidson comes back from All Japan, but he is still the king of Texas. What a main event. What a fight. What a night. Texas City. Are you glad you came to see it live and in person? We have Reality of Wrestling's Texas champion's name still being Ryan Davidson in our main event. We want to thank our producers, Booker and Charmel Huffman, our director, Kevin Bernhardt. For my broadcast colleagues, I'm the Bo Brad Gilmore, and this has been the Reality of Wrestling.
How'd it happen?
She showed up dead on arrival.
This never gets easier.
It does when you call CarShield before your car breaks down. Look at these prices. The camshaft, transmission, engine.
Don't people know? A plan through CarShield could protect up to 5,000 parts and systems.
You hate to see it.
An out-of-warranty car is gonna break down eventually.
Right, which is why they need a plan through CarShield. Those expensive repair bills get paid and at the mechanic of their choice. They're notifying the family.
Poor guy. He doesn't even know what's coming.
Another victim of senselessly expensive repair bills. Can't save them all.
But we can keep trying. Didn't have to end this way. If he'd have just called CarShield before his car broke down.
Exactly.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in cost for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantee. Call CarShield now. Call 800-465-6312.
Quick crack. Wash all you want. Don't drive dirty.
I'm Brady Booker. What you see is what you get. Same guy on the outside as I am on the inside. High intensity, hard hitting, action-packed fun. That's what I'm all about. Anything that gets my blood pumping, I'm in. You know, jumping out of a plane, running into that brick wall. If there's adrenaline, I'm all in. Looking forward to the match with the Ukrainian monster. I've always jumped head first in any big task there is. Anything that people say I couldn't do, I wanted to do, and then I wanted to shove it right down your throat and let you know that I did it. Because I believe in hard work. I believe in being a good person, and working hard is gonna bring you to the top. I don't need to step on any throats and cut people off and go behind backs. So what I'm gonna do with Eli, I'm gonna run down that Ukrainian monster right in the middle of that ring for all the fans to see. Or die trying. Elijah struggles with English, but other than that, man, I don't think he has many weak points. From his raw power to aggression, he's a one-man wrecking crew. But the one thing he hasn't accounted for is me. I'm the underdog, and I wouldn't want it any other way. This is huge for me. It could almost be the biggest match of my career. Going out there against a competitor like Elijah and having the opportunity to go out there, first show at TCW and be able to perform in front of fans. It's an honor. Like I said, with the rich history that TCW has, I couldn't be more honored to share the same brand as the guys who did before me.
The following match is set for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from Kiev, Ukraine, accompanied by the Diamond Sheik, Elijah Drago.
We are so excited to get underway here with our very first matchup here at TCW, the Ukrainian Missile. Elijah Drago, of course, flanked there by the Diamond Sheik. And man, what a physique on this guy, GB.
6'4", 245 pounds of absolute muscle is Elijah Drago, a graduate of Camp 10 of the Nightmare Factory, who, if you look at him, you're not going to be surprised that this man is an athlete, an actor, a stunt man. He does it all, and he's ready to log his first victory here at Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling.
Unbelievable. We got a great first look there with that video package of both of these competitors. And here comes his opponent.
Coming out next, he is your big Brady Booker!
Brady Booker comes to Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling with a lot of fanfare. He's a guy who spent some time in the WWE, in AEW, recently found himself in Ring of Honor. He has been all over the place, and what an honor it is to have him here in the first match in the new era of Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling.
And again, I can't get over it, GB. This crowd is unbelievable here tonight. We're at capacity here at the Nightmare Factory. And yeah, this is going to be a great way to kick off the show.
Absolutely fantastic way, and two guys with very similar physiques, two guys with similar amounts of history. Brady Booker's got a little more history in the business, about 2 years or so, but I'll tell you what, that incredible physique that is held right there by Elijah Drago is going to be a problem for Brady Booker.
Yeah, you heard the bell there from our official Paul Santa, drawing the officiating duties for this opening matchup here at the relaunch of Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling. Fans, we are so happy you joined us. And here we go, collar and elbow lockup, center of the ring.
You know, as I look at these two amazing young superstars, this is so the spirit of the founder, Dusty Rhodes, who loved finding new talent, loved cultivating new talent. And that's what we're seeing here in this relaunch with two incredible new studs.
Somebody you and I are very familiar with, GB, all throughout the Indies and the Southeast. Diamond Sheik on the outside. Brady Booker's going to have to keep his head on a swivel.
Absolutely, because one thing we know about the Diamond Sheik is he always looks to figure out who he can invest in, and he's going to attach himself to a great talent, and that says a lot about Elijah Drago. And look at the power there of Drago right now.
My goodness, what a test of strength as both men jockeying here. And oh, Elijah Drago with the shortcut, a knee to the gut and the right hand right to the forehead of Booker.
Drago, of course, has played in soccer. He's played rugby. He's also an actor in the Ukraine, starring in 40 different television shows, which is pretty wild. And so it makes sense that he would be here in this opening contest for TCW.
What a collision there in the corner. And now Drago heading out to the ring apron. What's he got in mind here? Heads up.
He stepped over the top rope.
Oh, man.
Big shoulder tackle.
The Ukrainian missile, and he looked like a missile here. Pin attempt. Just a 2 count there. Booker able to fire up that right shoulder.
Looking like he was shot out of a cannon. And you've got to wonder, you know, the last time we saw him, of course, he was at Camp 10 for the student showcase. Now that he's got the Diamond Sheik behind him, you've got to wonder, what did